Alrighty, folks, how is it going, everybody? It's your boy Marcus, the Low Vision Snap Player, and welcome back to a brand spanking new vid. For this vid, I'll be showing you guys a brand new season that is dropping tomorrow. I do want to apologize for not including the one for Undead Horde, which is this season. I think I might have accidentally deleted it. So again, my apologies on that. But anyways. Basically, if you haven't seen the one that I did for Visions of the Future, I'll be showing you guys, all the new cards that are coming out. And I'll also be doing a prediction tier list. So I have that made. I haven't, made it properly yet, but we're going to do it all together I'm going to do it all together after I show you guys all the cards. So once I get done showing you everything, we'll rank all the new stuff. But yeah, so... Listen, I would love to be able to, react to, the actual trailers when they drop. But, I'm afraid of getting, copyrighted. So, to play it safe, we're looking at the website, which the way you guys would probably enjoy this. But anyway, let's jump right into it. Oh, yeah. Also, I do want to show you guys the tier list for this season as well. We'll kind of take a look at the... I don't know. I might get a new card. Probably not, though, because, again, the new season drops tomorrow, and I kind of want to be ready to hopefully get the super premium card without having to buy the actual pass. So, yeah. But anyways, so this is the new season. It's called Arachnid Anarchy. It says, grab your web shooters and sling your guitar. Spider-Punk is here, and it's time to jam. This month, we're turning up the volume and celebrating all things punk. From high-flying riffs to glitching beats. This season is all about energy, creativity, and teamwork across dimensions. Whether you're a fan of punk rock or just love seeing Spideys from across the multiverse unite, this one's for you. Then we got some web shop stuff, yada yada yada. And then we got all the new Ooh, okay, let's take a look at those card backs. Okay, those are nice. Okay, I'm a fan of that. Those are cool. Spider-Punk is cool, man. That's badass. We got the profiles. It looks like we're going to get icons for Silk and Ghost Spider. And then I think we get some variants for those two cards as well. Oh, man, those are sick. You guys know for sure I'm buying the season pass. Maybe not the super premium, but I will buy the base pass for sure. It says, straight from the Spider-Verse comes Hobie Brown, better known as Spider-Punk. He's a web slinger who fights with rhythm and heart. Jamming right next to him is Man Spider, who will be available in both the Super Premium Season Pass with the exclusive variant and in the seasonal Series 5 Snap Packs for tokens at the start of the season. Which I am glad that they're starting that now, because it was kind of a nightmare trying to decide if I should buy the Super Premium or not. So it kind of makes my decisions easier. But anyways, let's look at the cards right here. So first up, Spider-Punk. He is a 3-cost, 3-power card. His ability reads, you can move this once. When this moves to a location, steal power from this. No, steal power from the highest power enemy there. That's a pretty solid ability. The fact that you can move it, it's kind of like Nightcrawler / Scream. When I think of a move card, I'm immediately thinking, Ooh, this could probably go good with Sparky. I mean, imagine that, right? Your opponent has like a big powered card. Just imagine you play Spider-Punk on turn 3. You have Sparky in the board, right? Then you move Spider-Punk, trigger Sparky's ability. It gets crazy, y'all. You know what? Now that I think about it, should I just rank all the cards right away? No. Actually, Should we do the prediction now? Or wait until the end? You know what? Let's do it now. So, for Spider-Punk, as a Season Pass card, I do think he's got the potential to be good, right? Is he an amazing Season Pass card? Maybe not, but I do think he's got potential to be pretty good, right? Like, the fact that you can move him, that you could, like, you move him once and then you can steal power, but then I'm pretty sure, like, you can trigger this even more if you have more move components, like Sparky, or I think if you play, like, playing Zorn would be kind of huge too, right? You play Spider-Punk in Zorn's location, and I think he's got potential to get some good powers. So, like I said, I don't think he's going to be an amazing card for the season, but I do think he's got some potential to be solid. So, yeah, I am going to put Spider-Punk in great. After that, we've got the Super Premium Season Pass card, Man Spider, who is a 5-cost, 1-power card that reads, on review, merge the last card you played into this. When this merges, double its power. That is insane. Imagine this, right? Let's say you have a She-Hulk on the board. And you get that. It'll double the power. Or like an Ares. Let's say you played Ares last turn. And he got that boost. You merge with that Ares, and this card's already like 24 power. Or no, technically 25 because he's got the +1, but still, that is amazing. That's really solid. That's some really solid. There's so much potential with this guy. Oh, well, no, I think I'm losing my mind because I was gonna say that he might be kind of fun with Zombie Galactic, but nah, he's 4 power, and plus that dude's impossible to play. And we'll take a look at the current season tier list, like the predictions, and then also the regular one. But yeah, as far as like downsides, I really don't. Oh, actually, there might be some. Like if he does get a big card, he's definitely prone to like getting hit by Shang-Chi. And I think who's another one? Like Shadow King too? There are some cards that can take away, that can probably reduce his power and potentially, let's see. Oh, he has it on reveal too, so I think there are some cards that can probably disable it. So there are some downers, but I think this dude's going to be amazing. I genuinely think this probably might be one of the best cards. It might be worth waiting for. Because, to be fair, I did buy the Super Premium Pass this season. And I don't think I'm going to do that for the next season coming up. So, but yeah, Man Spider's going to be in the amazing tier for sure. I hope I'm right. Man, because he looks awesome. Now we're going to get into the rest of the cores. So you can see, I'm gonna actually save this. I'm going to save this because this is a good image to keep. I'm going to even post this on my my Instagram account. I think I already saved it a few times already, right? Yes. Okay, yes, we can get rid of that. Save 2 of these so I can kind of keep track of the dates. But if we look here, we got Man Spider coming out tomorrow. We also have the Superior Spider-Man. And then we have Ezekiel Sims on November 11th. We have Spider-Man Noir on November 18th. And then we also have the Prowler on November 25th. So those are the cards, the Series 5 cards that will be available. So we're going to start with the Superior Spider-Man Returns. It says, at the start of each turn, you get +1 energy. You get +1 energy if you have any cards with increased power in play. Okay, this is going to be huge, guys. This could potentially be... hold on. Oh my god, and he's a 3. He's a 3-cost, 4-power card. This could be a huge game changer, y'all. Especially when it comes, like, for getting Zombie Galacti out on, or Galacti on the board. This could be huge, you guys. Not only that, it could be good for Jim Hammond, too. Because my experience with those cards weren't that great. So having this dude, this could make them even better. This is the piece that is missing from the puzzle. Like, this is so freaking huge, you guys. Like, I am genuinely excited for this card. I really hope I can get this through the packs, y'all. Because, man, to be able to gain energy based off of the amount of power, that's so huge. That is so freaking huge. Heck, I don't even think the following one is even necessary. Like, the fact that he's a 3, no less. That's huge, you guys. Like, wow. Yep, no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my freaking mind. This dude is amazing. This dude is going to be freaking awesome. I can feel it already. I'm genuinely excited for what this card has to offer, y'all. Man, what a start. Man, if I can, like, because here's the thing. I made a deck with Zombie Galacti. It had a lot of the cards like Luna Snow, Surge. And I lost with that deck so many times. But I'm thinking now that we have this, I feel like I could just slap Zombie Galacti into a normal deck. And I only would really need this dude. Just get a bunch of cards like Khazar, maybe Blue Marvel. Right? To have Blue Marvel, and then, like, oh my god, that's gonna be so freaking huge. Especially, like, with Jim Hammond as well. Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be so fun, y'all. I am excited. I'm genuinely excited for this card. Okay, what do we got next? We got Ezekiel Sims. 2-cost, 2-power card. His ability says, after you play a card with higher power here, give this +2 power and move this to another location. I feel like this one's going to be not as good. I feel like this one's kind of terrible. And here's why. It says, because look, the thing is, I mean, unless it's smaller power, but still, it's like, it's all going to depend on your deck, but if it's just focusing on like 10 or more power, then yeah, this card's kind of I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of conflicted on it. I kind of like the idea. Like, +2 power can be huge if it's a lot. If the power is more than his, right? But if not, +2 really isn't that much. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to put Ezekiel Sims in average for now. I don't think he's a terrible card, but I just think that I need to see how his ability is going to play out to really kind of feel where, like, I need to see what he's capable of first before I decide if he's going to be good or not, right? So I'm putting him in the average for now. Next up, we've got Spider-Man Noir. He is a 4-cost, 6-power card that reads, on reveal, if your other cards in play cost exactly 8 total, add the top card of your deck here here. Set his power to 8. The way I can see this, it's kind of like another Jubilee with just extra steps, which, I mean, maybe this could be good with Zombie Galacti too, right? Or Galacti. Because, if he's on the top of the deck, no, but then, actually that would be kind of tricky, because then he would transform all the cards that were infected, and then I wouldn't be able to get those out, so that leads to another challenge. So, damn. I don't know, guys. I feel like it's just a Jubilee with extra steps, right? Because Jubilee, when you play her down, she's pretty much a 4-cost, right? You play her, and she'll bring the top card of your deck to that location. This dude can also do the same thing, but you need to have, what is it, exactly, unreveal, if your other cards in play cost exactly 8 total. So you have to play cards, you have to have like a 2 and a 6, or 2 4s in play. Otherwise, it's yeah, I feel like, again, it's just a Jubilee with extra steps. And for that, I gotta put him in terrible. Like, if I want to get a card on the location, I might as well just play Jubilee at that point. I've said that name a lot, but it's essentially what he is. So, let me see. Where is he? Right here. Right there. Yeah. After that, we got the Prowler. Now, you'll notice this dude's got some skills. My phone. Sorry about that, guys. But the Prowler, this dude is a 3-cost, 4-power card that reads, on review, add two Thieves' Tools to your hand. Set their cost to 0 if a card moved last turn. This is pretty cool. And if you'll notice, all these cards are skills. In fact, something I should point out too is that a lot of the new Series 4 cards, 2 of the Series 4 cards are skills, right? Which is pretty huge, man. Like, the skill cards have come a long way since they were introduced in Prehistoric Avengers. Because here's the thing. When Prehistoric Avengers came out, Agamotto was the only card that had skills at the time. No one in that season had it. Khonshu didn't have skill cards. The first Ghost Rider didn't. Who else? Isan. I think. Who were the other ones that Starbrand, I think Firehair, a lot of those cards didn't have skills. Agamotto was the only one to have it. And then when Masters of Arcane came out, they kind of went a lot heavier on the skill cards, which is kind of making me think that as far as this season goes, the Undead Hordes, maybe it's more of like a test run season to see how the Horde mechanic does, and then later on they'll go for full force on it, right? Because on that season, Master of Arcane, you got cards like Merlin had skill cards. Clea, Dormammu, who else did? The Ancient One. Those, almost all those cards, they had skills. So that it's come a long way. It's come a long way. So I hope that the same thing could be said for Undead Horde. But right now, I don't know. I like the mechanic, but it's just not quite there yet. But anyways, back to the Prowler's Thieves tools. So you have a one cost skill called Flight Harness that says on review, give your highest power card here +1 power and move it to the right. So it's kind of like a cheaper Winds of Watoomb, but it gives you power instead of stealing power. Okay, I mean, I guess it's nice. It's beneficial. But I don't know. Well, we'll see how these other ones are. After that, we got Remote Minds. It's a one-cost skill that reads, unrevealed, afflict 2 highest power enemy cards here with -2 power. Okay, a little bit of affliction. I like that. I think it would have been cool, though, if it was like, since it's like a mine, it would have been cool if it, like, had a destroy effect. But this is still pretty good. Now, I'm not going to rank all the skills. I decided not to rank the skill cards or, like, the Thieves tools because that'd be a lot. And then we have the Vibro Shock gauntlets. Review. Give your highest power card here, +2 power. You get +1 energy next time. That's pretty good. So, I mean, as far as the Prowler goes, I think, I do like the fact that, if you move something last turn, then the skills become cheaper, but they're already cheap as it is. They're ones, which is pretty good. So, but them being 0 is also kind of good too. Is he amazing? Not really. But I'd have to see how he kind of like plays out. He's kind of like Infinity Ultron in a sense where, it's like he had the little extra stuff to it. The thing with the Infinity Ultron though is that he had a lot more. He had like 6 different cards, right? And then with this one, he only has like 3. So that's a little bit easier. But I think I'm going to put the Prowler. I think he's going to be a great card. I don't think he's amazing. I don't think he's terrible, but I think he's got potential. The Prowler has potential to be something good. So now that we've got through the Prowler, we'll go through all the seasonal Series 4 stuff, and we'll fly through the rest of the stuff through this season. And we'll take a look at the Undead Horde stuff. So, let's start with the first Series 4 card. And this is a skill. It's a one-cost skill that reads, on reveal next turn, you can move one of your cards away from here. So, kind of like a Madam Web? I guess? Just in skill form? I don't know, guys. I'm a little bit conflicted on this. I mean, I might... I mean, how is that gonna work? Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm a little bit conflicted on this. It's cool, but again, this is another case where you could just play Madam Web, and she kind of almost does the same thing. So, I think for that case, it's not a terrible card, but I don't really think the ability is really all that special to me. So we've got another one, Chameleon. This one looks like a fun one. On reveal, copy the text of another card here you revealed this turn. He is a 3-cost, 3-power card. Right? So, It's kind of like another Mystique, which I haven't really played Mystique much of, but I feel like he might be pretty good, especially if you have stuff like, ooh, you know what? I feel like he could be good with my Jocasta, with Jocasta and Warlock. Like, think about it, right? You think about it. If Warlock's on the board, you play Chameleon after, you can get Jocasta next turn. You activate all of their abilities together, and you just, boom. You can get big cards like Hulk, Galactus First Steps, and yes, even Zombie Galacti, very cheap, which I'm sure that's probably not the best use case for him, but that's just kind of what I think. Although, is he a card that I'm probably going to be using a lot? Honestly, no. So I think for that, it's going to go in average. So, Chameleon, average. After Chameleon, we've got another skill card, Deafening Chord. It says, on reveal, select an enemy character here that costs 3 or less with -1 power and remove its text. Oh, damn. This could be... Oh, it's cost 3 or less. And I think Red Guardian's a 4, right? Ooh. Oh, wait. For the Hazmats or Diamondbacks? No, but who else is a card that I hate? Freaking Oh, no, but the Cosmo wouldn't work on that. Because it's unrevealed. No! It's alright. Oh. Still, I think it was fun with the Guardian. I'm sure a lot of players are gonna. I'm probably gonna hate this, man. But I mean, since it deflects power and then removes its text, that's kind of deadly. Now, is it going to be amazing? Ooh, I don't know. It is another 1 cost though, which if you get it on turn 1, that's kind of you probably don't want to use it so early. But if it's something like a Sunspot, you disable that Sunspot early. Oh, that's gonna be evil. Oh, that's gonna be so evil. Or if you're playing a Destroy and they have an extra... Oh! No, you know what? I actually do think... Because this dude could be really fun in some decks. I might even make like a Toxic Destroy deck. Oh my god. This is gonna be huge! Oh man, you know what? Yeah, I actually think that this card's gonna be amazing. I wasn't sure at first, but now that I've started thinking about fun synergies... I think he's actually going to be really freaking fun. So, therefore, he's going in amazing. And then finally, to wrap things all up, we've got Hydro Man, which is going to be the only new limited time, the only card that you could get from limited time game modes. Because yes, they're bringing back high voltage, but it's gonna be cosmetics only, which I avoid those because there's really no reason to get into them. But this dude is Hydro Man, which is a 5/8. His ability reads Unreveal sets the cost of each deck's top card to 1. I think you guys probably know what I'm going to say. I think you kind of know what to expect here. But with Zombie Galacti, you can tell, guys, I really want Zombie Galacti to just work. I really do. Because I've seen potential with this card. Where did I place him? I think I didn't place him in great. I probably put him in average. We'll have to look at the predictions. But that's huge, y'all. But it probably wouldn't... For big cards, oh yeah, that could be absolutely insane. But for smaller cards, I don't think it would be as impactful. So, I think because of that, I don't think it's going to be amazing, but I do think it is going to be great. So, there it is, y'all. All the new cards. Everything is pretty much even. The only terrible card for the season was Spider-Man Noir. But otherwise, we got 3 amazing cards. 3 great cards, 3 average cards, and then 1 terrible. Now, keep in mind, guys, I might not get all of these. So, this is just a prediction of where I would put each of these on the tier list. Which, luckily, I did have at the ready. So that will be good to go. But anyways, let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the current tier list for this season. And then we'll take a look at the predictions. So, we're going to start with... Should we do predictions first or the actual? Let's do the predictions and I'll show you where I put them. So far, out of all the cards that I got, the only ones that I'm missing are Zombie Mr. Fantastic, Zombie Captain Marvel, Zombie Giant Man, and Colonel America. So I got pretty much 6 of the new cards. So we'll start for Amazing. I didn't have either of those cards yet, so they're kind of non-existent. But for Zombie Scarlet Witch, I had her in the great tier. And on my actual list, I had her in the great tier. So my prediction was kind of right. For her being like the first season pass card to have the new horde mechanic, I think it works, but the biggest issue with this season is that there wasn't a lot of horde cards, but maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe the reason why they probably didn't go full force is that they're testing the waters. I feel like that's what the season was. They're just testing the waters to see if this horde mechanic is going to work. Because I kind of feel like they're going to do what they did with like the skills, like I mentioned earlier. They are going to make a whole nother season that has a lot more. So for this season, Undead Horde, it was just like a test run. And then now, they may decide to do another zombie-themed season where we'll get even more zombie horde cards. So, I don't know. I feel like the mechanic has hope, but we'll see. So yeah, Zombie Scarlet Witch is going to be was in the great tier. And I actually do think she's a great card. After that, we have in the predictions next to her, Zombie Giant. I don't quite have her. Zombie Sentry. So I said Zombie Sentry was going to be great. In my actual tier list, I had him in great. 2 predictions that were right. And you know what? Yeah, he was pretty good. The deck that I built for him, what I kind of discovered is that if you really want to take advantage of that horde getting stronger, you want to play cards like Ant-Man and Brood, but on the right side. Because think about it. Because he only does it just like once. So you want to have that Ant-Man and Brood in play before you can lay down the Zombie Sentry. That way, when the zombie horde spawns, he'll get even stronger. So, once again, pretty good card. And then after that, I keep getting out of the thing. Going on to average. So, I said, for Headpool, I said it was average, but heck no. In no way, shape, or form is this card average. I guess when I initially saw him, it was like, oh, it's another Destroy. You know, I'm familiar with it, but oh my god, you guys, this card, it's amazing. I put him in amazing. I don't know what the heck I was thinking of putting him in average, but no, he is absolutely amazing. You know, the fact that he can buff himself as well as the cards in your hand after being destroyed, I kind of prefer him more than Deadpool, man. Like, it's pretty freaking fun. So, that's pretty much where my ranking stands with Headpool. Why do I keep doing that? After Headpool, in average, I said, well, I don't have Colonel America. Oh, boy. Right. Zombie Galacti. Or Galacti. Whatever. Oh, this one was disappointing. I think I was being generous with this one. Oh, man. Oh, this one, guys. I don't know what the hell Senka did and was thinking, making him a 7 cost card. Knowing that his ability doesn't work with that type of cost. Let me explain a little bit more. So, you have cards like Dormammu, right? Where you have the different skill cards, and as you play them, the different parts of his summoning rituals, like once you play all the different parts of Dormammu's summoning rituals, he'll spawn on the board, right? So that makes sense. Or for Death, that's the biggest example. The more cards he destroyed, the cheaper she gets. Which, again, it makes sense to have a cost. But for Zombie Galacti to be a 7 cost card and for there to be no way to actually reduce his own cost, it's ridiculous because you need to have so many different components. I built a deck. Let me show you guys the deck I built today with this new card. Oh yeah, I'm in a fantasy football league, but I built a Zombie Galacti deck in hopes that he would be an improvement, but no, it was terrible, guys. It was bad. Like, this is the deck I cooked up. I have a whole bunch of ramping cards. I tried to include Jocasta and Warlock to get his cost down. Luna Snow, Jubilee, Magic, Cobra, even freaking Pixie. That's a That's a card that I barely even touch. It took all of these characters, all of these cards, just to get this dude to a reasonable cost to get him on the board. That is insane. That's terrible. And that is exactly where I put Zombie Galacti. Well, in fact, I would even say he's way worse than Cobra. And he's a Series 5. That's not good. That's a shame, man. Because I actually thought this dude had potential to be freaking good. And he absolutely bombed. So, oh boy, guys. Yeah, that was embarrassing. That was just not good. Not good at all. After that, we've got the terrible tier. And this shocked me. Because I don't know what the hell I was thinking with these two. For terrible, I had Zombie Power Man. Which, again, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Because I think maybe the reason why I thought he was terrible was because, he was just an ordinary discard deck. And maybe the whole idea of him discarding the leftmost card just didn't really sit that well. Honestly, I think he's kind of better than... He's way better than, like, Redshift, right? Of course, you do have to be winning, but I thought it was pretty good. He was a solid card. So I put him in great tier right next to Zombie Scarlet Witch. And don't worry, guys, we'll get to the others. I just want to get the current season cards out the way. So yeah, there's that. And then to finish it off, we have the Hunger. I said it was terrible, when in reality, this dude was amazing, or this skill card was amazing. Although, maybe I was pushing it a bit, because to be fair, I don't know, do I change his ranking? Do I move him down to great? Because maybe I overlooked it a little. No, I still think it's an amazing card. Right? I think the main reason why I put him in amazing was because I played this thing with Wong at Bar Sinister. I think you know where this is going. I think I got the zombie horde to like 39 power or something. It was insane. So yeah, I made this thing absolutely cracked. So that's why I put it in amazing. But now that we got all of the Undead Horde season cards, I still got a bunch from last season and then a few, maybe one from Heralds of Galactus. So we've got Moira X and Great. I do like the fact that she'll create an opening hand. Destroy it. She'll copy like the opening hand or your starting hand, which is pretty cool. Although I did make a modification to her deck. I ended up putting in the Collector. I was originally thinking Mad Thinker, but I'm like, no, I have a Killmonger in there. Wouldn't make sense. So I subbed it with the Collector, which was pretty good. But yeah, I as like a regular destroy card, I feel like he's pretty good. And with that additional copying ability, that's pretty cool. And then below that, I have Awesome Andy from last season, which, to be honest, I thought he was just like in fact, do I have the prediction list to this as well? I don't think I do. No, I don't think I... This was all from last season, right? Yeah, I don't think I had a prediction list for last season. For that season. No, I don't think I did. I just did the preview. That's all right. That's okay. But where was I? yeah, so that's Moira X there. For Awesome Andy, my first impression of the card was he was just like another Herbie, but without the extra abilities. And, I guess it was kind of good that he was like that. Because where did they put Herbie? Where did I rank Herbie in his debut season? I put Herbie also in great. So they're both kind of in the same tier. Oh, yeah. By the way, you might be wondering, check this out. You notice how it says 2 right there. Guess what? He's a 3 now. So that's why I rarely run this dude, because he's a 3. It's like, that was a big mistake, y'all. They shouldn't have made him a 3. They shouldn't have made him a 3. But no, I think he's still a solid card. Just haven't really played him much. Back to Awesome Andy. I think for him, only having one of Herbie's abilities, which he can give two cards at other locations. I think +2 power. That's pretty solid. So that's where I kind of put him in. Then what else we got? For average, I chose Jim Hammond, Human Torch, simply because of there just wasn't a lot you could do there wasn't enough energy for him to really take advantage. But I feel like with this new, which one was it? The Superior Spider-Man. With that one, I feel like that one's going to be good. And maybe he could pair up well with Jim Hammond. So that's going to be the perfect addition. And then we've got Redshift, which, after playing him, I kind of said that Zombie Power Man was definitely better. And yeah, he definitely is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the idea of him replacing, adding a new card, but I feel like it kind of conflicts with the deck a bit. So, yeah. I don't know. I might keep him in, but he may sub out with another card at some point. And then right next to that, we got Ajax, which I thought it was going to be cool considering that he gets stronger with cards that are afflicted, that got hit with negative power, but no, he wasn't all that great. And then I kind of already explained Zombie Galacti at Terrible. So there you guys have it. That's pretty much a look at the brand new season for Arachnid Anarchy. I hope you guys enjoyed this vid. Don't forget to like and sub. Turn on those notifications so you know when I upload. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.